Hi everyone and welcome to the stream. Just put around when I'm streaming. Okay, so I think I'm going to be playing Burn again because I'm not sure if I'll be able to stream tomorrow or the day after. I was thinking about playing maybe some Prowess or some Budget Burn, but I really think I'm not gonna be able to stream tomorrow, so I'd rather get a good burn league today and then maybe play something else if I do manage to stream any more this week. So not sure if it's too boring for me to always stream the same deck, but this one feels really solid right now. And I'm saying this, I'm gonna go 1-4. I'm gonna go into an existential crisis about my deck and why it doesn't work, but let's go for it. Classic burn. Just have the list here ready for seeing. As a reminder, you can always use the deck command to see the deck list, which I think is updated. Let me just check if my deck list is updated. I think it is. It should be. Yeah, I think everything. Oh wait, no. Doesn't have Lurrus. That's the only difference. I do think that Lurrus is a great hand. I do think that Lurrus is. It's free enough that you want it in your sideboard. Yeah, this is a keep for sure. That's not good. Without Lurrus, it's probably Shadow. And Shadow on the draw is a bit rough. And this is a discard spell. Inquisition. Oh, that sucks. It can also be Jund. It did use Bobble on me, so it can be Jund with Lurrus in the main, and it plays Bobble. He probably takes Eidolon here, yeah. So I'm assuming he saw something that reveals that I'm Burn. Goblin, try to see what you're playing. Yeah, he did. He definitely did. I just want to know if what he saw was Burn. Yeah, it's a Burn only card. But Boros Charm is a good draw here. Not gonna lie. We run Swiftspear here. Opponent has perfect info for next turn. The only reason I'm not sure if it's Jund or Shadow is because he has Inquisition, and as far as I know, Shadow plays a lot less Inquisition, but it's Shadow for sure. And he saw my Goblin guide. Well, I have to run it down now. I'm gonna just push in the 2 damage. If he snaps and blocks one of my dudes, I'm fine. I think this always resolves. And if he wants to spend a Stubborn Denial on this Lava Spike, I'm pretty fine with that. Drowning the Lock would be more annoying. So he's bolting Swiftspear and maybe pushing the Goblin guide? Alright. We're at that point where I just have to play well around my opponent's hands. This is not a great draw. It's definitely not a great draw. We just wait here, I think. We wait until my opponent actually, he needs Stubborn Denial to win this, I feel. I'm at 19, 18, so 17. So he needs this to be at least, let's assume 8, 8. It's a 4-4 now. Just let this through. Okay, so let's assume he has a Stubborn Denial. It's not the tapping I want. Let's assume he has a Stubborn Denial here. Yeah. Oh, Eidolon's very good. But I think I can't play Eidolon here. If I play Eidolon, he kills Eidolon with a Fatal Push. I have to assume he has a Fatal Push. Let's assume he kills Eidolon. He doesn't have a lot of cards, but let's assume he kills Eidolon here. And then he goes down to 7, so these are 6 6s. And then we can beat Battle Rage, so I'm just gonna pass here. Just gonna pass here. Now I have to decide. Man, this is rough. So he's gonna attack me with both. And here I have to block. And we still beat Battle Rage. If he fetches for a basic, but if he fetches for a shock, he goes to 6. I might be dead here. I might be dead. Yeah, I'm just dead here. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think there's anything I could have done in this situation. He had this, like, if I had an extra land, I would have been fine. This Eidolon was a very poor draw for us. And I think that double shadow backed by removal on my creature and a stubborn denial is very hard to beat. Very hard to beat. Okay. So we lose this one, no biggie. No biggie, he says, while worried about it being very biggie. We run this side. Yeah, it was rough. Shadow on the draw is very hard. Just because I'm being on the draw and my main plan helping theirs means that they can, like they did this game, they can make sure they stay healthy enough to kill me, but, or rather, not healthy enough to kill me, but healthy enough to not die to a single spell. And him having perfect info for a long time was very relevant, I feel. Like, that was definitely very well played by opponent. He Inquisitioned me and double bobble. I don't think I can keep this hand. Like 4 lands is a lot, even if it's on the play. Yeah, I like this hand much more, not gonna lie. I'm actually gonna ship away the Boros Charm. Because I'm on 1 land. It might be rough for us to cast that Boros Charm in time. And this path to Exile is really good in hand. Because it's gonna get discarded. We reveal Stubborn Denial. That's good info. So we know they have one. Yeah, they netted hard. Yeah, their hand was very well lined up against Burn. Like double Shadow. People usually say that Gurmag is better against Burn because you don't have to go low, but like Shadow just ends the game so much faster. Like 1 Stubborn Denial is enough to... So this is a push if I've ever seen one. No discard is great though. It can be a Thought Scour. Decisions. I don't think he has discard because he would have played it. Oh, it's Thought Scour. That's good for us. No, it's Dismember. That's decent for us. I'm gonna suspend Riftbolt here. I don't think that my opponent has discard. Or like, I think we can play for him to top deck discard here. And they're still digging. What I'm trying to say is that if my opponent top decks discard, I'm fine. Or rather, I rather play for him top decking discard than holding up path and then not having time to cast Riftbolts. He's starting to get cautious with his life. Do we know he has a Stubborn Denial? What info does he have about my hand? bobble me. He didn't bobble me. That's not great. I think we suspend Riftbolt here. Thought Scour, that's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you can play a 1 mana Fatfish. And I have a very cute play here. I have a very cute play. I'm not dying next turn, so I think I'm gonna pass now. Because I'd rather him using Stubborn Denial on my path than on any of my damage. So I'm gonna pass now. He's gonna Stubborn. We still don't draw land. Yeah, I needed land there, I feel. This bubble's gone away now. Wait, and he milled it? Oh no, it was a Thought Scar. For some reason the art looked very similar, even though it's not. What even is this art? Is that a bear or a lion? Collective Brutality? Oh, we just lose this game. We're just gonna lose. That shadow is very hard. It's definitely very hard. That's why I wanted to win game 1. Because Temur Battle Rage just beats me next turn. Like I have... If I play to block, I still don't win next turn. And I still lose to Temur Battle Rage. So I think I play Guide here and attack. You need specifically Battle Rage. Oh, that Shadow's a problem too. What are our outs now? First of all, him not having removal is relevant. Then we need land, and we need him to attack. Yeah, I mean, we might just die here if he has Battle Rage. No Battle Rage? Okay. Now he plays Shadow. Hopefully not a second one. Okay. And we just lose now. Oh, that's so sad. Like, we needed a second land in this game. We needed the second land. Like, I think our keep... It was definitely risky on one land, but we had already multi-6, we had a creature, and we had plenty of CMC1 spells. But again, Stubborn Denial is the best card against us. Like, I had to bait out the Stubborn Denial with the path, meaning I couldn't push damage through. And even if I did, I would have lost here because Skewer can't be cast. Well, GG's. So, again, we lost to Shadow, which was the matchup we lost yesterday. It happens. Shadow's definitely a hard deck to beat. Like, with Cling to Dust being a card right now, I'd say it's slightly Shadow favored, because they have the optional life gain. Hopefully can get some wins here. Again on the draw. I've been getting the short stick in play draw quite frequently. This is a keep. This is definitely a keep. Oh, a mirror like? Mountain Go. It's very suspicious. Okay, so my opponent might be holding up Bolt. I kinda don't want to send Swiftspear to her death. So I'm gonna suspend a Rift Bolt here. Still, their opponent was a good Shadow player. Oh, for sure, my opponent played this deck very well. He played around his outs, he sequenced everything really well. I'm not mad about that game, they were good games. Opponent just managed everything really well. Yeah, he did, he certainly did. Okay, so now we kill that Eidolon. So I'm not sure what this is, because sometimes there are these prisony taxi red decks around. I'm not sure what this is. Okay, and the reason I didn't play Swiftspear turn 1, even though I'm kinda sending her toward death here, because if he had Bolt, he'll still have Bolt, was just because my opponent's probably not burn, or else he would have bolted face, right? Like, this is still tempo negative for them, because they didn't use that mana, that turn 1. But I'm scared of Chalice of the Void. And I didn't play Bolt, because I'm not gonna play around Chalice game 1 against Mountains. Blood Moon would also be annoying. Stomp. Yeah, it's like a chonky-ish red deck. Okay, so I think it's time to get in the driver's seat, as they say, and start dealing some pain. Not a great draw for us. Not a great draw for us. I'm not gonna skip anything because I have Helix to cast and I might want to cast it in response to something. He's gonna play the Bone Crusher. Okay, so it is like a slightly bigger red deck. And Torbran is a problem for us. Because Torbran is 4 damage. Okay, so I need to start racing now. And opponent does play Eidolon, I'm kinda screwed. Like I need basically Bolt Boros Charm here. Oh, that's okay. Is that okay? I attack, he blocks, I 2-for-1 myself. Adapted standard mono red. It's like it plays a bunch of stuff that it plays like around Torbran. It plays Eidolon, it plays damage spells, it plays Bone Crusher. I don't have a list anywhere, but it's an interesting one. It's quite interesting. He plays these good big red drops. It's actually very interesting. Now, what do I want to do here? I don't think... Okay, either way I can crack this now. To make a better judgment call. Doesn't help very much. I want to hide the Swiftspear. Our opponent's gonna play Bone Crusher next turn. I think that with my current hand, I can't be playing on the aggressive side. I'm gonna lose this race if I try. He blocked, he kinda has to block, and now we kill it. Feels bad too for wanting myself, but if I leave Torbrand on the table, he plays Bone Crusher and maybe bolts me, and then I'm just having a bad time. That's probably Bone Crusher, no. Ritual? Oh, might get mooned here. An Eidolon, okay. Yeah, thankfully, yeah, killing the Torbrand was definitely correct. Now... Oh, that's not a great draw. I need to dig for removal here. Eidolon? I don't want to play Eidolon here. Oh, wait, maybe I do. Wait. Look at this big brain move. Four mana? No, no Torbrand. Yeah, I just lose now. God damn it. Now he attacks with Bone Crusher, he deals 6. Second Torbrand was definitely not what I wanted to see. Take 6 here. And his Eidolon is dealing double damage to me. That's super annoying. So I'm taking 6 for each spell, so I can't even cast both. Like, this isn't lethal, and this swing back is lethal. Well, I think I just lose here. What can I do? Let me think. Let me think if I have any out. So opponent attacks, and he can attack with like Torbrand Bone Crusher. And I'm taking 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and I'm locked out. I'm already pretty much locked out of the game. Yeah, I don't think I can win here. Just gonna concede. Rough match. Well, we are tacked enough against the mirror, and I'm willing to bet that he plays Dragon's Claw. I think it's an obvious one to play, in my opinion. I actually might not like Grim Lavamancer. Ah, I do. I do like Grim Lavamancer. Who am I kidding? Let me see if I can find a deck list for this. Pretty sure if I search Torbrand on Goldfish, I might get something. No. No, only Standard and Commander. Oh, there's a filter here. Let's see, Modern. No decks found. I've seen this list before. Yeah, I've seen this deck being played before. It's never a full look at the 75. Well, one lander, but the hand's really good. Has removal, and even for Torbrand, I think I gotta keep this. No Kor Firewalker. Oh, that's a problem. That's a turn 1 Eidolon. I think that I still play Goblin Guide here. The F6, so I'm a bit more comfortable knowing that this will connect. If this were any other deck, then Gemstone Caverns is bad to draw, but not him because he has enough non-right costs. It's Eidolon for sure. Chalice on 1? Really, opponent? Oh, I'm just screwed. I'm so screwed. This is how we lose. Well, the good thing is he can't really... yeah, I have to cast this now. Sadly. Yeah, now I'm 2 cards away from breaking this chalice. We're gonna lose this. Even plays Torbrand now. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna lose. Well, that's something. Can I do something here? Do I want to kill Torbrand? Do I want to kill Torbrand? If I kill Torbrand and he plays anything that's not Torbrand, like any threat, I think I still lose. I'm not gonna attack here. This is something that happened in Pioneer a lot when the format started out, which was chunky red. Oh, Chainwheller. No! Oh my god, opponent's playing a spicy one. And I think I gotta kill Chainwheller here. Yeah, I think I gotta. Yeah, I think I'm not winning without Smash the Smithereens, and if I do find Smash the Smithereens, I get to break this and then cast Swiftspear into path. Like, make no mistake, Thorbrand is a 4-4. In case I find Rift Bolt. Oh, that's not great. And this is it. I think we'll lose here. Very rough matchup. Like as I was saying, this is the same thing that happened when Pioneer started. Which was, well, not when Pioneer started, like when Chunky Red started to be a properly competitive deck, which was, what's this, 4 mana? Something like absurd, right? Chalice on 2, yeah, just scoop to Chalice on 2. The smash was coming. Wow. So we would have been in a decent spot if not for this chalice, because we smash. We take 8, then we cast smash, we play Swiftspear, we path the Torbrand, then we bolt anything. Maybe it would have been too late. But as I was saying, when Chunky Red started to be a deck in Pioneer, Mono Red aggro became unplayable because it had a terrible chunky red matchup because their creatures are just bigger and better, and it's like a big mana deck that's also aggressive. That's just hard for Burn to deal with. Like, it's the same in Modern. Like, Eldrazi is a chunky deck that plays aggressive, and it's one of our worst matchups. We keep this on the draw. Definitely keep this on the draw. A River of Tears. Okay. Well, now we're pressed to find a land, but it should happen. Like, even if we don't find a land, we're fine. I think he doesn't have black, this only gives blue. Opt, yeah. Opt actually makes me feel a little better. The card on top doesn't though. Maybe it's a land. Tapped land and push. Oh, Inquisition. Oh, that's actually very good. Getting Inquisition is never good, but yeah, he has to take Eidolon into my 1 mana board. Yeah. This actually tells me he doesn't have removal, right? He would have killed the Swiftspear. I think I'm gonna suspend the Rift Bolt, get in for 1. This is not a blocker next turn, so I'm fine. Field of Ruin is definitely annoying. Is he feeling my... Oh, Liliana. That's a problem. This one is going face. I think one of these has to go to Liliana. I can't afford to get discarded out of the game. We're in a super rough spot now. Not finding land for that many turns. It's gonna be bad. Especially when opponent is on a discard plan. Like, this hand was great if opponent wasn't on this discard plan. And now he fields me. Still no land. I'm just gonna run it. I have won games like this where opponent has like tons of disruption and then no gas. That's gas, but maybe not enough. Maybe not enough gas to beat us. Fielding me definitely feels right here. Thoughtseize takes away the lava spike. Does he have mismatched Thoughtseizes? Oh. That's painful. And... Huh. Oh, that's a land. We have spells to cast those. We have spells which that land casts, so we're okay. We're fine for now. Him not attacking with Creeping Tar Pit is okay. I'm gonna discard the one that I can cast, even if it's my best card if I draw the white source. And I wouldn't make the mistake here of like thought seizing me and then I just top deck Bolt. Ooh, and I am accelerating my opponent's clock here. Another uncastable, so it doesn't feel too bad to discard it to Liliana. What's gonna feel bad is when I top deck Swiftspear now. So he's animating it now. Alright. Moment of truth. I'm dead next turn. I need Goblin Guide. I need Goblin Guide, Lightning Bolt, or Lava Spike. Or Skullcrack. I'm still in it. I'm still in it. I can still draw Lava Spike. Well, I'm dead now. Yeah, not not the best one, I feel. We kind of fumbled our hands. I think the keep was fine. Well, let me just think what I want to bring in here. It's a discard deck. What does blue-black side in? Just like random life gain crap, right? I don't know. I don't think I want to take anything out. I think I just run it back. I'm getting super beaten today. Look at this. 0-2-0-2. And I'm down a game here. Well, this is a keep. Not a super good one. I'm just getting clowned today. Like, to my own fault. I'm not even saying that I'm being unlucky. Just I think that the mono red that game 2, I completely fumbled that game 2. I kept a bad hand. It's not unrealistic to deduce that they run Chalice if they're running Ritual. They have Prison Elements, so what do I do here? Do I double Skewer? I feel like double Skewer is really good here. I gotta hold up Skullcrack in case he tries to gain some life. Which is unfortunate because Skewer is our most awkward bolt to play on a pseudo-defensive. No plays here? Does he have Drown in the lock? I'm willing to bet he has Drown in the lock. Let's make it awkward for him. Mana Leak? That doesn't make any sense. That's a decent one. I'm saying that Mana Leak doesn't make any sense because I feel that if you're a blue-black discard deck, you're playing Drown in the Lock just because it's better. The ceiling is just so much better, right? That's annoying. Gotta have to discard here. I think we discard the Skullcrack, because I'm never gonna be holding it up. My Helix face. Yeah, this isn't a kill Liliana game, sadly. That's not great. And I double bolt face here. Now if opponent wants to double discard me, I'm up against the wall. Field of Ruin? I gotta discard Helix. Yeah, it's Field of Ruin. Ooh, that's a good draw actually. Now he counterspells me. Wait, no, maybe I can do something. It's just hard counters? Oh, it's just hard counters. Okay. So I know what this deck is. It's the blue-black control, basically splashing fairies. Again, cheap counters are really good against us. I can't really be... I don't think that... Similar to Shadow, like, if they have the counters, I just can't do anything. This is 2 damage on Liliana, so just play it out. I'm just getting hard spanked here. I'll tell you why I don't like this. I think that Charm, Helix, yeah, I'm gonna crack it now. Oh. If it's Rift Bolt, Lava Spike, Lightning Bolt, Goblin Guide, Monastery, it's good to do it now. Our opponent's on the beatdown, and of course we draw a... Yeah, maybe cracking that Sunbaked was a mistake. Because it was a white sword. Oh, yeah, I misplayed there, I think. We could have won this game. So now I can't even be mad at my opponent for playing a good matchup. Because I completely fumbled this one. Cryptic command? No, that would have been enough. It's great. The opponent probably has removal. You can -6 Liliana. I'm reading some pasta. Let me just lose this game real fast. I'm Poseidon, this is my burn deck. I work here with my old man Eidolon and my son Lava Spike. Everything in here has a low cost and scorching hot. One thing I've learned after some years in the business, you never know what's gonna go through that guide trigger. I know what goes through the punt trigger. Do I have any outs here? I do, like bolt, and I'm fine. There's one. One has mana leak. Okay. Yeah, we wouldn't have won this either way. We play this. We don't crack it because now we're losing fairs in 2020. Well, it happens. It happens when like blue-black is an awkward color combination, but curving counter spells into Liliana is quite good. I'm 0-3. I'm gonna play the 4th match. Just because I think that... I don't know if I have the energy to just drop and go through another full league. Because I do have stuff to do today. So I'm gonna play the 4th match. And on the draw again. Story of this league. It's so weird because some leagues I just play on. I'm just on the play every game. Lost to Dredge today, lost my shit. Yeah, Dredge is a good matchup. Like game 1 hate on Bajuka Bog is just insane. I've been liking the Dredge matchup a little better since I've been playing Skullcrack in the main board, because suddenly Creeping Chill isn't so annoying. And then post side I have Surgical, so Creeping Chill definitely isn't annoying then. I gotta keep, right? Draw 1 land, all 1 mana spells. Now watch this. My opponent's gonna be playing blue-white, random 3rd color, and these Rift Bolts are gonna be eaten by Teferi. I'm sure of it. Come on, opponent. You play a land, it's not hard. It's prowess. It's Storm. Okay, I like that. I hate my hand against Storm, but I like the matchup Storm. Oh my god, I'm gonna lose to Storm for the Pepega League. I'm just gonna cry myself to sleep later. I think it's Swiftspear. As cool as Grim Lavamancer would be, with no land here, I'm not sure if I can power it early enough. Watch this. Opponent's gonna play land go. I'm gonna draw some uncastable like Boros Charm or Skullcrack, and then my opponent is gonna win on turn 3. What sucks here is that I'm not even one good draw away from being comfortable, because if I draw land I have to keep Lightning Helix up, and if I draw... him having fetches is good actually, but may also mean that he's splashing green in the side, which means Weather the Storm is a possibility. So we really gotta win game 1. I'm not gonna play around Weather the Storm game 2. I'm gonna lose to it, so if I don't win game 1, I'm gonna lose to Storm. Which would be the perfect ending for this league, to be honest. Just cinematically. Opponent might still be on prowess. Chess guy. Oh. He's gonna play the fairy on my Riftbolt, just you wait. Oh. That's annoying. I'm gonna suspend the Rift. Yeah. Do I just suspend the Riftbolt here or just play Swiftspear again? No, I'm gonna suspend the Riftbolt to like prove a point that he's playing the fairy. Just playing into the narrative now. That's actually fine. Damn, today I'm getting punished hard for keeping one-landers. Like, one-landers on the draw should be fine. Like, it's very probable that you draw your second land by your turn 2. Like, not drawing land by turn 3, it's very, very unlikely. But I know I'm not gonna draw land here. And this one has to go to Stoneforge. And he plays like a counter now, like Force or Spell Pierce. So of course you run Spell Pierce in your main board. Okay. I'm gonna test something. I'm gonna stop keeping one-landers. I have to play Smash here. And I think only Smash. I'm gonna play one Surgical because I want to play 0 Rift Bolts. Maybe I should just stop keeping one-landers, even if they're correct. Let me test it out. Let me test this wacky theory that if I stop keeping one-landers, maybe I don't lose. And what do you say? Do we queue up for game 5 and just concede it? Wanna give a freebie to someone? Because it's not even like... If someone's playing against me and I'm 0-4, it means they're probably like 1-3 and the win kinda does something for them. Yeah, maybe I do that just to try and reset my karma, which is obviously not in a good place. Opponent's taking a long time. It was too good to be true if it were Storm. This is pretty great. Look at this CMC, not CMC, but mana that I actually pay. And creatures. Would you like to play first? Yes, for once, please. Like, I can't keep this, right? I'm not gonna keep a 4-lander without a turn 1 play. It's a little better. Let's ship away this ugly ass land. I hate that art. I want regular Bloodstained Mire, which is actually cheaper than this one. But this one, like, I don't know, maybe because it's foil, it sells for so much less than the other one. I'm gonna shock here. for anti-timely tech. And anti-path tech. Hey, Mystical Pot, how's it going? We're having a very rough league here. I don't have the score on screen, but I can show it to you. We're 0-3, 0-6. And we're down a game. Eidolon's good. Gonna bluff that one. That's rough. Yeah, that's pretty rough. But like, match 1 was against Shadow, and my opponent was really good. Like, I don't even think I did outrageous mistakes there. But my opponent was really good, and he played really well around what he had. No, 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 no skip, no skip, no skip, no skip. Well, I just skipped the turn. I time walked myself. That one was an outrageous mistake. 5's the shortcut for stop yielding. I'm an idiot, so I disabled all my shortcuts because I kept doing exactly that. I kept like spamming 1 to pass priority, and I kept fumbling away my turns, my attacks. So I said, well, I'm gonna take out every stop so I don't screw myself. But manually clicking end, like skipping to end, still screws myself. So it might have actually been good, right? Because our Eidolon gets to live now. But as I was saying, the Shadow matchup, my opponent just played really well. Then we played into Mono Red. Hey Takun, how's it going? Then we played into Mono Red. Let's call it Prison, but it wasn't really Prison. I know, Mono Red. Thank you for the follow, Mystical Pot. The next Lava Spike will be dedicated to you. And sorry you came on such a bad day of games, because I am dropping every single one of them. Alright, Chalice and stuff. It had Chalice and Torbrand and Eidolon and Bone Crusher. It was sweet. And then game 2, I kept a one-lander with all 1-drops because I didn't see Chalice game 1 and I thought he was more aggressive than a Chalice deck. So I didn't really play with Chalice in mind. I did bring in Smash Smithereens for Dragon's Claw, so I was kinda okay. But Torbrand and Bone Crusher raced me very well. Yeah, Fluffy Wolf, content creator that plays Red Prison decks, calls it Red Prison. Yeah, good to know that there's someone like with a name, because I want to see a list. I want to see a list. It looked very good, very spicy. I think we go face here. And this one's for you, Mystical Pot. This Skewer goes out to you. So thank you for that 3 damage. Then another spike. I kind of want to win this one because I think that it's still a bit early. Serum Visions, we like that. We definitely like that. Let me just see. You say Fluffy Wolf, right? I want to see a deck list. Huh. Still no land from opponent. Oh, Mantis Rider? What the hell? What do you say? Do we go for it? Here's this list if you want to check it out. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I do want to check it out. Oh, that looks very cool. Yeah, that was it, I think. His list was a bit different because it was playing Chalice. But yeah, this was the list, pretty much. A very cool list, not gonna lie. Okay, so I'm thinking, do I wanna... play into Force? Is basically my question. Like, I think I do. He has a fetch here which he can't use, so... Oh, okay, we won again. We won again, guys. I think I just run it back. Jeskai is just such an atrocious matchup, though. Play Helix. Helix is such a good card. Like, instant speeds Lightning Bolt that gains you 3. Whilst I've been playing Legacy in the Mandatory series, and I think I like playing against Control and Legacy more than Modern. Way less life gain, no timely, very little Uro so far. Yeah, Legacy let's play like 1, maybe 2 Uro. But they also play Brainstorm. Let me see, where the hell? Check out Control deck lists in Legacy. So I'd assume Snowco is the go-to Control deck. By the way, are you Portuguese? Yes, I am. Probably noticeable by my accent. Snowco is good, yeah. We get Elemental Blast. Yeah, Elemental Blast is great to deal with Oko. Still remember, I haven't really hit it yet, so I'm 4-1 Lamau. I know, whenever I try to play, the Twitter name gave it away. Well, oh yeah, that's also a big giveaway. Even though my Twitter handle is incorrect, because my name has like a... I don't even know what's it called in English. Like a C with a little comma beneath it, this. My name has that, and for some reason Twitter didn't like it. I don't love this hand, but we gotta keep. I still remember playing against Oko in Modern. Dark times for sure. Oh, Delver? No removal in hand? Can my opponent blind flip it? Oh, we draw Lightning Bolt. So now I actually have to make decisions. Do I want to kill the Delver? I feel like if my opponent's trying to race me, I just beat him. And I say this until my opponent plays Timely Reinforcements. But if he is trying to race me, I gotta play basics. So this is Jeskai Tempo, I'm assuming. Apparently it's called Sidia in English, but I doubt many people actually know what the word means. Yeah, it's like... That's probably the exact same spelling as the Spanish word for it. Let me check it out. No, but wait, Spanish doesn't use it. So, I think it's oh yeah, it is from Spanish. Wait, what the hell am I saying? Yeah, that's the exact same pronunciation as in Spanish. Okay, what did my opponent Fetch Better Skull. That's good. Means he doesn't have... Oh, this is a good one. This is a super good one. Unless he has exactly Spell Pierce. So what's the play? I think I'm gonna try and go around Force. By some... Yeah, I think we just kill the Stoneforge. But what if I go face? If I go face here, I'm probably fine for next turn, right? If I kill the Stoneforge, I'm also fine-ish. And I can... I think I gotta go for Stoneforge here. Well, that's what I thought. What makes most sense? Oh, weird. Well, I gotta get some work done right now. I'll keep watching. You're probably not as active in chat. This league's also not bound to last that long, but thank you for coming on, and thank you for the not the subscription, the following, the follow. Really appreciate it. Really makes me want to keep streaming even more. Let's not skip this attack. Alright, so hopefully we get there. Yeah, you should. Oh, that means a lot, actually. Thank you very much. And it's been way more fun than what I thought it would be. Oh, it reveals Force. That's good to know. That's actually super good to know. Not shocking himself is good, and Stoneforge. Fetching a random sword. Might be in hand. He's not attacking with Delver. It's great for us. Let's spike face. Let's attack here. Genuinely getting to watch your stream is a highlight of having to be up this early for work. Oh, take advantage of the EU time zone. Not many people stream Modern at this time. The face looks kind of similar, but not if you've been in the same LGS before. If you're Portuguese from Lisbon, maybe. Like, hard maybe. Yeah, there's a chance that happened. I've been to pretty much all of them, like, locally. By the way, Tukun, that actually means a lot. Really happy that people are enjoying my stream. Like, I started on kind of on a whim, just because I was already playing, and I've had decent results. Like, today is not an example. I think that 7 trophies is not that bad. It's decent. Like, some popular people also have 7 and 8 trophies. And I thought, well, why shouldn't I just... Wait, what did my opponent cast here? Oh, he's activating Stoneforge. That's actually very premature. And then I just, like, my first stream had enough. Thought I only have to be up to so like once a week, but still, well, still once a week. I was saying And my first stream, like I posted it on the Discord and a bunch of people came on. It was very enjoyable. And then I just kept doing it. And like having enough people watching, and that means like at least one every stream, makes it... Wait. My opponent activated Stoneforge and didn't put anything on board? Did he misclick? We can win here. If he doesn't have Force or Bolt. I don't like those odds. I don't love those odds. Much rather Skullcrack his attempt to gain life somewhere. This game's being very weird. Like, one land and would have probably gotten there. So he takes it. Okay, so we turn off, or rather we make any fetch land get him within lethal range. And he misclicked for sure. And if I'm losing my chain of thought on stuff I was saying, is because I kind of want to win this game. If we win this, we go for game 5 as a pithy 50 play points. Which is decent enough. Like, you're bound to have bad leagues. I remember a little while ago there was this, like, maybe it was just a guy, but he got some people on the train of posting bad results, even if you're a good player, to show that you're not always at a top level. Sometimes you have bad games. And what is this stream if not that? So, was it this game that he failed to find? It was, right? So I don't think he only plays Batterskull. I think my opponent has a sword in hand. What is this? I think that my opponent has a sword in hand, and that means no force. And I think that's... yeah, it has Batterskull, a sword, so no force. Meaning... a Boros Charm here, he elixes me. Then I untap and I win with Skullcrack, so I'm kinda down with that. Mystical Pot, if you're there and you can tell me what LGS you usually play at, maybe I can tell if you've definitely seen me or not. Like, this look is generic enough, like glasses, short hair, untrimmed beard. I have to assume no counter, right? Yeah, he has Batterskull in hand, so I know he doesn't have it. Whew! We won a game! I think. I hope. Thank God, we did win a game. We had double smash, so we were fine. Even if the game dragged on for a bit. Okay, so I'm playing the last game. Come on, I want those 50 play points. And me playing in a challenge and getting top, what was it, 64, gave me enough play points to be a little more comfortable. So those 50 make a... love salvaging those points. Yeah, it's like a... It's like a little treat. Like a little loser's treat. It's like, oh, you didn't win, but here's something. Oh, I've kind of stopped playing MTG for the last 2 years. Played some tournaments here and there. I used to go to Hobbit's Land, but the last couple of times I played at Conflux. I've been to Conflux once. I'm trying to come back into the game right now. If you still have a collection, it's not a big deal, but if you don't, I can maybe point you out to a couple of budget versions. Burn though, and Burn's not a deck that everyone enjoys playing all the time. And this is 100% a mulligan. Told my entire collection before leaving. Yeah, that's the thing that people always tell you not to do. By the way, I'm keeping this hand because I don't want to mull to 5. It's not a good hand. Unless we draw Goblin Guide. It's the thing that I still have my 8 whack with bolts though. That's serviceable, honestly. I've lost a couple of hot games to 8 whack. Yeah, it's probably still decent. Getting Canopy lands into that deck. Played 8 whack for a full year before I built Burn. Yeah, it's also a budget option. Oh, that's painful. Opponent casting Blood Moon against Burn? What? I would like to have kept the collection, but I need the money at the time. Oh yeah, like I just didn't sell it because it was like $10, and at that price I would rather still have a playable deck. Yeah, that's reasonable. Oh. Wow. Okay. In budget burn list. Okay, I have a couple here. They're budget towards online, but on paper they're about the same thing. Yeah, like I have this. Wait. This one is the best budget one. And on paper, only Guide and Eidolon cost something. Like, let me just finish this game. But Guides, and I want Lightning Bolt here. Serviceable. Very serviceable. Goblin Grenade. Oh. Like if Monastery Swiftspear were a Goblin, I think you'd run like, oh, my opponent's trying to cheese me. My opponent's trying to cheese me. He's gonna exile my Eidolon now. Yeah. Skullcrack that hoe. Oh god, we'd run it if we had one more goblin creature in the deck. Yeah. Actually, okay. Hear me out. I think that this card, Fanatical Firebrand, is like almost good enough to run in Modern Burn. Because it's a 1 mana hasty that always deals 1 damage if it's too late in the game for it to be attacking. So that's an idea for you to brew with. Firebrand, Guide, Burn, and then like a couple Goblin Grenades here and there. Am I getting attacked by an Arbor Elf? What the hell? I got pillaged. Okay. No. I'm gonna lose because of that, and it's gonna feel super bad. No one expects okay 15 to you. Yeah, that's true. Like 15 and 12 are the key numbers that people go, I'm fine. And then, oh, but you have Rift Bolt, and then you just go kablam and they die. So I think we'll lose here. Karn? Oh, I like that. Karn in Ponza is great. Let's look at this board state. I can't deal with Karn. I can't deal with a coating right now. Muy close. He's gonna kill one of my lands, so I have one out. Lightning Bolt or Lava Spike. We just play to that. And if he goes Pillage and kill my other lands, well, I guess I just lose. And this game... Does Ponza... Oh, Trinosphere? Okay, so I just lose. Yeah, that's actually much better. I just lose here. My opponent even misplayed. He should have played Coding before, but... I'm just losing here. Yeah, Rift Bolts, no lands. Alright, so... Losing game 1 is definitely disheartening. What's my strategy here? I do like Eidolon. I do like Eidolon. I still a 3-4 turn clock. Yeah, I think we were just dead there. They had Clothes. What do I want to play here? So I don't like bringing in Path. Especially on the play. Kor isn't good enough. They play Karn, but if they're casting Karn, we're either dead or winning, basically. Karn is very situational against us. It needs to come on. They can turn to Karn, though. I'm just gonna go for it. Just run it back. I'll assume that my opponent sides out Blood Moons. I have to assume that he sides out Blood Moons. It's not great against us. It's decent, but not great. Oh, Mystical Bot. I went to Conflux once for a PPTQ, but I also cleaned the floor with it. I went 5-0 in Swiss rounds, and then I lost in the first round of the top 8. Possibly to a greedy keep for me. I kept 4 lands against Rock, and I drew 2 more lands, so my greed got to me. An opponent doesn't have removal for Eidolon. That's very good to know. I'm just going face here. Are there any tournaments right now IRL? In Portugal? Yeah. They have a person limit, but they're on, yeah. I could kill a bird, but I think I'd rather Skullcrack his obvious Bailoff hand. Oh, I had no idea. Yeah, there's a couple of tournaments. Things are kinda back to normal. They just limit the amount of people that can join. It's usually 16 people, as far as I know. What's this? Is this Weather the Storm? Sure. Opponent just kept the same life. And does LOL work? Yep. I have no idea. It's gonna be 1 month of streaming in a couple of days for me, but there's tons of stuff that I still don't know how it works. I don't know how emotes work, basically. What emotes do I have on my channel? The basic ones, I'm assuming. But also, what are basic Twitch emotes? I'm not sure. Do I want to go for it here? This makes the storm copies, so it goes active, non-active. So if it does this on my turn, oh, we don't have the BTTV ones on. I don't know what that is. If you want to educate me, please do. But I have no clue about that. Let me just think here. Let's imagine I cast Helix. He weathers the storm, his copies come on top. Better Twitch TV, makes sense. I'm gonna wait here. I can wait, so... He isn't blocking my Eidolon. So here comes a play. Blood Braid. The opponent's probably happy. I'm just gonna kill him here. And this is game 2, right? Yeah, game 2. Browser, don't you just have it here? Browser extension with greedy modes. I know the streamer has to enable them, but I don't know any more than that. If it's an extension, then it's probably easy enough for me to do. But maybe not on the fly. I'll look it up after this game. Now on the draw Eidolon is just bad, and so I'm replacing him 3 path, 1 Searing Blaze. I think I like this. Yeah, don't worry about it now. I'm a little bit checked out of this league. Sure, the 50 play points would feel nice to get to 300 again, but also I'm up against Bonza, and it's an annoying matchup at the very least. This could be a turn 2 Clothes. Do we care too much about the turn 2 Clothis? I'll shock myself here for any pillages. Clothis would be annoying. Pillage too. Seasoned Pyromancer would be mostly fine. But it's Clothis. Or Blood Moon. Maybe Seasoned Pyromancer. Wait, what? He's gonna kill my Swiftspear. It's like the mildest turn 2 from pawns I've ever seen. How much mana is that? This is 4 or 5? We drew the Skullcrack. Okay, opponent, I'm gonna call the bluff that you're not gonna play that fucking crazy tree sprawl. Yeah, but now he has one payoff. If that one payoff is Glorybringer, we don't care. We might even take a hit just to use our mana. Bloodbraid, that's a bit more annoying. But that's probably our best draw. That's probably our best cascade, just Lightning Bolt. Now I'm scared of Weather the Storm. One card in hand. I gotta go for it. I just gotta go for it. Okay, so no Weather the Storm. It's good info. Searing Blaze here would have been great. Searing Blaze would have been great. I think we need to kill... Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we are one bolt away from winning. But like, my opponent... My opponent is screwed out of place, so I think that killing this is decent. Wait, what did my opponent do? Oh, nothing, because it's my turn. That's a scary land. Clothis, okay. If you hear a noise, please do tell me, because some construction work going on nearby and I might need to mute my microphone. I don't want to play Skullcrack here. Do we like this? We do, right? I can spike now. And Clothis is almost a creature. You can hear a high-pitched noise from time to time. Yeah, hopefully it doesn't last too long. But please do tell me if it gets annoying. Like, it's on right now, I can hear it. I need to Skullcrack now, which I don't love. Because if you play something like anything, basically, it's 8 damage. Oh, he doesn't have anything to play. Good. Draw a bolt. Ah, oh, so close. So close. I think I need to look for a Skullcrack here. That kinda does it, not gonna lie. Okay, I want my opponent to play something so I can path Glothis. Come on, opponent. Do something. Play something. Something? Is Arborel? No. Ah, it is enough. Got him. Now he bolts his own Arbor Elf. Yeah, okay, that's noise. Oh. keep this fetch uncracked for Searing Blaze. Oh, that's a death sentence. Well, this is also a bad sentence. I'm playing the fetch there. I think there's Revel in hand. Well, kinda, because my opponent doesn't. Woo, we got the pity play points though. Yeah, like realistically, there's no use in playing that land because we're at a lot of lands, enough that I think that basically we want enough lands on the board so that we can play Canopy, crack it, top deck Skewer or Riftbolt, and hardcast it. So that's 3 and 1 to crack. So we only need 4 live lands on the board. Anything other than that, you can bluff. Realistically, I love winning through a fat Weather the Storm. That was a gain 12. Opponent went back to like 22, I think. Ooh, I didn't think about the fact that we might peel Canopy land. Yeah, so you want 4 lands on board. Sometimes if you have a Vantage you want to play it in case you need to, in my case, in case you need to put Lurrus, in case you ever need to cast Lurrus and an Eidolon from the grave. Other than that, you can hold them in hand. Sometimes valuable, like if I kept a land in hand for the entire game, he would probably not play another life gain piece. Sometimes you can force mistakes like that. Okay, so that ended up okay-ish. But that league was a disaster in the beginning. And match 1 was against Shadow, really good opponent. I can't really comment anything on that. Opponent just played really well. Like I legitimately felt that that game was up to variance because my opponent played so well that it didn't give me an angle to fight through his draws. So, but I lost because my opponent was good. And then this was Red Prison. Not much I can do. I kept bad hands here. I also kept bad hands here. Like, these 2 losses were on me. Like, me being greedy as hell and keeping 1-landers. Because, oh, if I do get a land, I win. But then opponent's on discard and plays Lily, and half our hand just goes to the garbage, and we lose. It's nice. I always like to analyze my matches because it makes me feel comfortable with Magic when I look at this and say, oh, I could have 4-1'd if I played better. And that's good, I think. That's good for the game. This makes it obvious to me that the game's on my hands, not on the draws. I hate it when I feel it's the deck's fault. Yeah, like when you lose a game, and sometimes you're not even thinking that clearly, but I don't know, if opponent top decks a perfect card, you feel kind of cheated, but I think I misplayed match 2 and 3, so I'm happy with Magic for now. Anyway, thank you very much for watching today, and thank you for the kind words that everyone said. I'm gonna stop here. I was half expecting it to be a short league because we're not even 1 hour in. That was already going to match 4, but the wins did take some time to get there. It was a pleasant one. I'm not sure if I'll be back tomorrow because there might be impossible with stuff going on in the house. But whenever I do come back on, I hope you could join us. Oh, Mystical Pot, we were talking about budget lists, right? So I have a couple here. This one is kind of budget. Basically, burn being budget equals playing mono red. And this is a list that I would honestly play. Like Incinerator is not great right now, but it's still really good. And I'm sorry if you're hearing like drills and stuff, but I'll try to be fast. Incinerator is really good, and Skullcrack is also good enough to play in the main board, so I think that with Incinerator making Seal of Fire playable, you now have 60 cards to play mono. Okay, they aren't too bad, that's cool. You have 60 cards to play mono red, because this Incinerator makes Seal of Fire playable, and Skullcrack was always playable. I think before Skewer, Skullcrack was played as a 4-off in the main board. And then the side, okay, I have this thing about 61 cards, but don't mind it for now. I like this side very much. You have Smash the Smithereens for artifacts, you have Searing Blaze, which I think it's a sideboard card right now, because creature decks aren't really relevant on the face of Lava Dart and Aether Gust. Then Dragon's Claw for the Mirror Hate, Tormod's Crypt for the Graveyard Hate, and this one is a card that I feel that should be played more in Prowess, because it's anti-pro red. Would Searing Blood be better if in no fetch burn? Yeah, that's definitely something to consider. Like, Searing Blaze is much better, but is it better if you're not casting it on opponent's turn? Maybe. I'd say it is, to be honest. Like this, Searing Blaze not being countered if the opponent creature dies is quite relevant. Quite relevant. And like, I'm sure that on paper it's not as simple. Like, let me just check prices. I think that Searing Blaze and Searing Blood are cheap enough. Yeah. Yeah, you should definitely buy 4 Searing Blaze, because when it's good in the main board, you want 4. No question about it. And you probably want like 2 or 3 Searing Blood, because sometimes when Searing Blaze is really good, you want some extra searing effects in the side. Me personally, I like to buy 4 of everything and just be done with it. Like, I have 4 Grim Lavamancers in paper, just because. But it's definitely a consideration. And if you have like Searing Blood already, you can just play it. And then I was talking about Pirate Spellbomb, because it kills pro-red creatures, which is the main reason to run Path to Exile in normal burn. And then, because Goblin Guide, I think that Goblin Guide isn't really arguable if you should be playing it. Goblin Guide's too good. Too good. Luckily, it was just reprinted, so Goblin Guide is super cheap. Super cheap. Now's the best time to pick up some Goblin Guides. Just being reprinted, good time to pick up Goblin Guides. And you said you had 8 wax, so maybe that runs Goblin Guides? Not sure. And then Eidolon. Eidolon is a great card. And when I started on Magic Online, it does, but I don't have it yet. Yeah, but guides are really cheap to pick up now. Like, not bulk cheap, but they're not even €5 each. They're not even €4 each. That's very different from the, like, what, €12 I paid for each? Like a year ago. Great time to pick up Goblin Guides. Best place to pick up singles in Portugal. Versus Game Center has a good selection because they don't sell them online, meaning that they have a good stock. But sometimes their prices aren't as... They're a little bit above the trend value. Sometimes they're a little bit above the trend value. And that's the only place I know locally. But also, like, card market is simple. Magic card market is simple enough to just order a playset for cheap. And now I have 3 budget lists here, as you can see. And the most expensive one runs Eidolon. And Eidolon is one of those cards that you only really miss when you don't have it. Like, when I started playing Magic Online, I built Burn without Eidolon, and the deck felt lackluster. Like, those Eidolon hands are so good to play, and Eidolon is definitely my favorite card in Magic. Like, it being symmetric adds tons of nuances to the card. But, like, Eidolon's the most expensive card on this list, at €7 per copy. Maybe Masters is a bit cheaper, about the same. So if you don't want to, I was trying to avoid shipping fees. Yeah, that's relevant, but think about it this way. If you go to a store locally and they charge you €1 extra for card, then it's cheaper to just order them. So for real, Eidolon? Yeah, Eidolon's €7 right now. And online it's even more expensive, as weird as that sounds. And if you hear dogs barking now, I'm sorry, but I can't shut them up. Yeah, Eidolon on Magic Online is even more expensive. So if you want to cut Eidolon, or if you want to leave Eidolon to buy in last place, then you can play Vexing Devil. Not a great card, but does go well with Incinerator, and it's like super cheap. Let me just make sure it's actually super cheap. It's not super cheap on paper, so scrap that. Yeah, that's a decent place to start. Like, ask locally and then maybe order everything in one single order that you're missing. Vexing does go pretty well in Incinerator. It looks better than it is, to be honest. Like, every video, every stream I've seen with Vexing Devil, every matchup I've played against Vexing Devil, it's definitely the worst card in my opponent's deck. Like, it's mediocre early because opponents get to choose if they can just remove it, and it's bad late because opponents just choose the option that doesn't kill them, basically. And so I have another budget list here, which instead of running Vexing Devil runs Thunderous Wrath. Thunderous Wrath is a very cool card. Not only because it actually enables turn 2 Incinerator, which Vexing Devil doesn't, that's very relevant. Like, play this, you can play this for 1. If you rip this from the top, you can play this for 1. That's very relevant, but also, it offers you flood protection. Like, imagine if you for some reason have 1 in hand, because, I don't know, you drew a card from something, like, I don't know, you're traded with a Thought-Knot Seer and you draw Thunderous Wrath, and you can't miracle it. Then you have something to do with your mana if you get to 6 mana, and don't find a Ramanap. And even if you do find a Ramanap, this is 5 damage, this is 2. Yeah, this online's real cheap. I have it at 15 tickets here, but it might be even less. Let me check. And like, if you go like, if you use this command, you get Stream Decker, and in Stream Decker you can check out all my decks, I think. And I have those budget lists there. So the cheapest budget list is from Mana Traders. It's 13 tickets right now. So that's like what, €20 to be playing online, this list online. And like it's decent enough. I ought to play a budget list one of these days. Maybe my next stream will be a budget list. And maybe the cheapest one, because I think that's more interesting. The side is the same. Ignore the Lavamancer for now. The side is the same. I think this side's really solid for mono red. It's 9.9 per month for 100 tick limit. But Mana Traders also sells cards, no? Yeah, they also sell cards. Like, I think that this is buyable enough so that you don't have to worry about returning cards and whatnot. Like, what card actually costs anything here from Magic Online? Incinerator costs a little bit, and Lava Spike costs a little bit, and Lightning Bolt costs a little bit. Like, I feel like this is a list to buy. They sell, as far as I can tell. But even if they don't, this is, well, 14 tickets for MTGO traders, 15 tickets from Card Horror. It's probably below that on GoatBots. And I do recommend GoatBots if you want to buy cards. They're really good. I might play in my next stream. I might play this, to be honest. I'm not worried about the price. This one's good. I'd honestly build this and save up for Eidolon. I wouldn't play the Vexing Devil, and I built it because sweet suggestion for GoatBots. Yeah, it's the one I use. And if you're gonna play Magic Online, you should always use the same card handler, because you do like accumulate some tickets with them, like not full tickets, just like centi tickets or deci tickets. And I wouldn't build this version. I built it because I know that Vexing Devil kind of fits the plan, but I would play this until I can afford Eidolon, and then from this to the full burn list, you probably start by buying Sunbaked Canyons, and then the jump to actually playing Sunbaked Canyons instead of Ramunap Ruins is a fine. It's not fine. It's a better thing to do, because this is here to help you when you flood, but Sunbaked Canyon is better. And you can be greedy. You can play like 4 Ramunap Ruin and 4 Sunbaked Canyons. Talking about Mana Traders rental, I was actually talking about if you can buy cards from Mana Traders, or if they just use the loan system. I'm not sure. But yeah, I'd play this into this, and then the jump to actual Boros burn is, I think they sell cards too. Yeah, it looks like it, but I'm not entirely sure. I don't want to spread misinformation. And the jump to actual burn is a bit steeper. Card Hoarder is better with PayPal discount. Yeah, Card Hoarder does offer the PayPal discount. So if you're using money, it might be better. I started using Card Hoarder, and then I swapped to GoatBots when I was mostly dealing with in-game tickets. So that was that. I was saying, the jump to Boros Burn is... it's definitely steep. Like, fetch lands, even if they're cheaper online, they're still fetch lands. They're still gonna cost you something. But I think that this budget list is definitely a good place to try out Magic Online and Burn in general. Especially if you're coming back to the game. This list is going to be cheap online, this list is going to be cheap. Oh yeah, and if you do try Mana Trader for 1 month, you do get to play the Eidolon version, which in my opinion is just superior. In my opinion is just superior. And even, I don't know, because canopies are expensive and like fetches are also expensive, so you can't really play this, I think. And do know that I'm playing Wooded Foothills because I have them. Because I got them in case I ever want to splash green, where you kinda need 8 or 9 fetch lands. But just for Boros, Arid Mesa works here, and you can even like play a third shock to not play a fifth fetch if you want to. So 4 Arid Mesa, 3 shock, 3 mountains, and then the canopy lands are still a bit expensive. Well, anyways, thank you for watching. I'm not sure if I'll be back tomorrow or the day after, but I will probably play a budget list. Either the Eidolon one or the non-Eidolon one. Definitely not the Vexing Devil one, because I don't like it. I built it out of interest, but I don't like it. And I'll also... Thanks for the Sim Deck suggestions. Anytime. Like, if you have any questions about mostly burn, I'm here to help. And I was saying I built this out of interest, but of course, if I'm gonna play this list, I'm gonna play my I don't want to call it anything too grand, but my idea of 61 cards being better, not idea, hypothesis, because I do have the math behind it. A single Grim Lavamancer, which is arguable because you're not running fetch lands, but this card does require immediate attention. And it's even good with Incinerator and your bajillion spells. Either way, thank you for watching and see you next time. We want to raid someone. Who be streaming? Who is a streaming? Who's streaming modern? Or do you have any suggestions for me to send you out to? Historic. Inspiring Spike's playing modern. Let's send you over to Aspiring Spike today. He's playing Blue Moon. Yeah, let's go to Aspiring Spike. Good streamer right there.
Snow-covered swamp knots.